dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Fighting in the nude. Drunk people pooping in the street. It's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, if you don't know anything about it, it is a rather crazy and troubling story. Since 2023, at least 8 U.S.-based scientists, and a lot of people put the number actually at 10, many of them tied to space, nuclear, or advanced research, have mysteriously died or disappeared, some under unclear or suspicious circumstances, fueling speculation about possible connections, including some links to UFO-related work. Now, some of the cases include deaths with undisclosed causes, confirmed homicides, and unexplained vanishing. Some people just popped in their own place, and you're like, and they didn't seem like the kind of person that would have any kind of shady lifestyle on the side. Now, among them are NASA-affiliated researchers and a retired Air Force General, William Neil McCaslin, who has connections to classified space projects and reportedly UFO-related discussions. He disappeared from his New Mexico home in 2025. Now, some individuals had professional ties to one another or work with sensitive or classified information. So they're thinking, okay, now that we got a few of them that were together on the same project and they're all gone, is it the project? What is the connection? What is happening here? Now, there's a lot of speculation that's going on. Some of it's been linked to unusual mystery clouds and UFO research, but no evidence has confirmed a coordinated cause. Now, of course, they asked the president, and he said no comment. No.
Never.
I was going to say, he does not believe in that at all. Of course, President Trump had an answer when they asked him.
Do you think that this is connected or totally random?
Well, I hope it's random, but we're going to know in the next week and a half. I just left the meeting on that subject, so pretty serious stuff, but we're going to be now. Hopefully, I don't know, coincidence, if you whatever you want to call it, but some of them were very important people, and we're going to look at it over the next short period.
Wow. Yeah, I'd heard they'd asked the FBI, and the FBI did say no comment. They didn't take Trump's approach and give you an answer.
I know we've been talking a lot about aliens and UFOs the last couple days, and I got a few hate emails from people just saying, you guys sound so stupid. And their argument always is the same thing about they try to explain it with science, and I respect that, of course, but they're explaining it with the human mind of what science is. They go, it would take a species so far.
Now, are they talking about the disappearances of these people?
Just anything. Oh, okay. Anything. Go. The disappearances are not UFO or alien related. You guys are idiots to even believe that. Do you know how long it would take for another species to get here? And I respect all that, but I guess my comment to that person would be, how do you know that they're working with the same kind of ways we work with? Yeah. How do you know that we think we know everything about science?
Well, there might be some technology that we have recovered from some of these crafts, and that's why it would be something where you would say, okay, if there are those things, and a lot of people believe that there are,
reverse
what did you glean from it? Well, and
reverse engineering, that's all I know.
And if nothing else, the nuclear connections are something where you could see that, China, Russia, Iran, some of those countries, they would definitely want to be able to glean the secrets that any of these people had. Now, what I thought was interesting was the wife of retired Air Force General William Neil McCaslin, who I just mentioned, who disappeared without a trace from his New Mexico home in February, told 911 dispatchers she feared her husband planned not to be found. He left his phone behind and I think walked out with a wallet and gun. I think there was one other person who did the same thing. Yes. It's almost like, did they rendezvous? Was there a place they were going? How do you just walk off the face of the earth and there's no sign of them whatsoever?
And you took your wallet and your gun?
Yeah.
You knew you were going into something.
Maybe. So they're just, and I was kind of surprised that it really hasn't become a bigger issue until now, because he went missing in February. And they're now just be like going, yeah, maybe we should look into that. It's kind of weird.
You are starting to see reporting of this now. Yeah. Because I don't think you can hide from it.
Well, it's compounding. Yeah. And now you have another one and then another one. And they all worked on the same sensitive stuff.
Well, and like I said, the biggest concern is that there is another government that is either working. Look, they could even be double agents. When you walk out with a gun and a wallet, it could be that you've got somebody from another country that we don't want. I could have been China or somebody else picked them up and escorted them them away, and they're like, okay, we're going to pick your brain for a while. That we definitely don't want to have happen.
And I'm going to believe people that were in the military that are high ranking, that have credibility, and they've dedicated their entire life to their, doing all this stuff compared to somebody on social media saying,
unless they're a spy.
Well, I mean, that's always going to be possible, but I'm saying not everyone's going to be a spy. There's going to be some good people on our side that have seen some things they can't explain, and they're credible people.
Yeah.
And for people to kind of tear that down, I think is insane to me.
Yeah, well, we'll see what the investigation leads to. Well, Disney World gets a little violent. Apparently, a fight over line cutting ended with an arrest and involves a flight attendant.
Look, this happens all the time. You'll be waiting in line at a ride. It's like a 2-hour line, and there'll be a few people ahead of you, and they have a larger group, but not all the group is there. And so the other half of the group shows up, maybe 45 minutes into your wait time. You just got to let them go in front of you and go meet with their family or their friends that are waiting in front of you. It happens all the time. You can't get feisty, and you certainly can't put your hands on somebody.
Well, a 47-year-old Virgin Atlantic crew member was standing in line for a ride at Magic Kingdom when an 18-year-old girl and her friend tried to move ahead of him to rejoin their group. Investigators say he refused to let them pass, and when one of the girls tried to go around him, he allegedly shoved her with both hands, knocking her into her friend.
Dude, what are you doing?
Dude, you had way too many. You had too many.
That might be one of the reasons why Disney didn't want to do booze.
Yeah.
We got 47-year-old men shoving 18-year-old girls.
Oh, they're doing booze now. There's booze all over Disney.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen Goofy.
There's an American YouTuber, Ramzi Khalid Ismail, known as Johnny Somali, who effed around and found out.
What'd he do?
FAFO. He's one of those YouTubers, and he went to South Korea, and now he's going to be spending 6 months in one of their prisons for repeated public nuisance and disruptive behavior.
Oh.
It's going to be a long 6 months.
Yeah,
in
they
a
said
Korean prison?
South Korean. You definitely want to be there over north. But
Okay.
still.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't think
difference.
Just 6 months out of your own country is going to be.
They don't have the same
what's
kind of
going
patience in other countries, yeah. He was apparently harassing people, disrupting businesses, blasting loud music, causing scenes in public places, performing offensive stunts, notably filming himself kissing and dancing on a statue honoring victims of wartime sexual slavery.
Oh, no.
And everybody in the country was upset about that. Disrespect.
6 months isn't enough for me.
Dude, what were you thinking?
Yeah, he just came over there and they said, look, he completely disrespected our culture and our people. And it's terrible and a bad reflection on America, too.
I like seeing people snap back when people are abusing the whole social media. When you're getting in someone's space and they don't know what you're doing and you're involved in some prank, don't be surprised if you get punched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or thrown in prison.
He got punched with some jail time.
Yeah.
Well, there was a man in China that lived with a long metal chopstick stuck in his throat for 8 years before finally having it removed.
How did this happen?
That's wild, isn't it? Yeah, I do hear about people get things stuck and they just like, oh, well, I'll figure it out.
Maybe it'll work its way out.
Yeah, so crazy, right?
Dang.
Yeah, thought that was nutty. Also, they say a routine wellness visit to a 91-year-old Westlake, Ohio resident resulted in an unexpected finding. The elderly woman participates in the city's Are You OK program, which provides daily check-in calls to enrolled residents.
Oh.
And when she failed to answer the call, dispatchers and her daughter attempted additional contact without success.
Oh, no.
So the officers go running over there to her residence, but had no answer at the door. So they, accessed her garage using a code and found her vehicle inside. And you're thinking, oh, boy.
Oh, boy. I hope she didn't fall.
When they got inside, camera footage captured the officer announcing that she was in there. We're here with her. And apparently what she was doing was playing video games in her bedroom.
They got her.
She was trying to break her own video game record, apparently. And apparently everybody got a good laugh out of it, but they were still a bit alarmed.
783, garage doors open. We're going to make entry. Vehicles in the garage.
Everyone's a little bit alarmed that she was missing these contacts.
We're here with her now. She's playing video games in her bedroom.
Turned out to be all okay. Everyone got a good laugh out of it.
It's so awesome.
Aw, thank goodness.
Just playing some video games. Old grandma. She got hooked as well.